Let's talk about Collingwood's story for 2013. 2013 season was a season that Nathan Buckley could call it his own, coaching in his second year, and he could probably say that this is my team that I've sort of built over the last couple of years after Mick's left. I know there's still a lot of personnel that Mick coached, but it was a turning point for Collingwood's season as Nathan Buckley saw in his men that there were some tough times and there were some tough times. Dane Beams going down in the first round with a quad injury. Dale Thomas with an ankle injury, and then deciding the off season for 2013 to move on to play with Carlton. Nathan Buckley thought, well, it's time for a rebuild, not a rebuild, but a discovery for the whole team, and there was a few departures at the end of 2013 season. With the fitness coach Butterford and Jeff Walsh leaving, so there was a few people that have left the club and basically moved on. The highlight for Collingwood's season was it was a game against Geelong back in round 8. This round, before it started, Geelong were 7 and zip, going into this game, and Collingwood were they were going okay. They weren't really struggling, but this is a game where they had to come out to all guns blazing and actually give it to Geelong, and as they did, they nearly lost it in late in the last quarter, but they held it together and they beat Geelong, and that's probably the highlight for Collingwood's season in terms of where they sat on the ladder, which was 6, just below Richmond. The most disappointing highlight for Collingwood's season was the elimination final against Port Adelaide, where previous playing Port Adelaide at AAMI Stadium, they lost as well. So yeah, the elimination final, from memory, was Port Adelaide were on fire. There was nothing stopping them. They knew that they could beat Collingwood. They beat them early in the season, and the result wasn't any different in the elimination final. So disappointing going out in elimination final, finishing 6 on the ladder after the home and away season completed. Very disappointing, losing players after that game. Heath Shaw going to the GWS, which is great for the GWS team to get a quality player. Dale Thomas moving on to Carlton, reuniting back with his old coach Mick Motthouse, and there was a few players that bowed out. Ben Johnson and Alan Didak, two players that played in grand finals in 2010 for the Collingwood Footy Club. Thanks for listening to the Collingwood 2013 season story. Give us feedback on our Facebook, Twitter, also our website. You can go to find out different things, but as you've been watching Ash Footy TV, I'd like to thank you for watching. You've been watching Ash Footy TV. I'll see you next time.